as you are chanting these verses, I hope you are being one with the meaning of it. Brahma tattvamasi bhavaya atmani. Bhavaya, may you think, be. Atmani, in yourself. Brahma tattvamasi iti. You are Brahman. Awareness, consciousness are always. Who you are is different from what you have. The body that you have, the sense organs that you have, with which you perceive the creation, the thoughts that you have, the memories that remind you of your whole life. I thought that you have. Is different from who you are. Awareness, call it Atma, from your own individual standpoint. The consciousness everywhere, Brahman. From that standpoint, we are all one and the same. Who you are, who I am, who everybody is, one and the same. Call it God if you like, Ishvara. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti sabdyate. They call it Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Any name is good enough for the nameless, yet no name can ever describe it. That is yourself. Be that. Then use your memories that you have, your sense organs, your body. This is a temporary travel to the vehicle of the body. When you pass through the universe, it's a temporary travel. Long before body passes, many memories shall be dead. Thoughts shall pass. But who you are survives everything. A continuous awareness, being yourself, where other things shall continuously change. But this body and this whole physical universe with which we are dealing from the very childhood onwards is so imposing. Like the sound of the cuckoo at a distance. Sounds of million kinds, touches, sights, tastes and smells are so overwhelming that yourself is lost sight of. Just like listening to this bird or listening to anything, we never remember our ears. Just see that again and again. Touching something, we forget our own body. Seeing something, we forget our eyes. While eating, enjoying the tastes, we forget our tongues. While smelling something beautiful, you forget your nose. Sensations, so powerful, so imposing, that the sense organs are lost sight of. Same way within. Memories are so strong. Thoughts seem to be so powerful. Awareness, yourself, seems to be lost sight of. The teaching reminds the scriptures remind you about yourself. When you listen and see the truth of it, in the beginning stages it looks as though a little silence is overwhelmed by billions of sounds. In reality, nothing can overwhelm or touch, affect the awareness that you are. Memories shall disappear. Sense organs shall age. Body shall grow old and disappear. Awareness, who you are, ageless, deathless, untouched, unaffected by anything. Brahma Tattvamasi, Bhavaya Atmani. May you consciously dwell upon yourself. Awareness, all pervasive that you are, until it is effortless. At all times, all places, in all conditions. Just be that stillness. Awareness yourself. As you go through these verses, take one of those verses all the time. Jati, niti, kula, gotra, duragam, nama, rupa, guna, dosha, varjitam, desha, kala, vishaya, ativarti, yad brahma, tattvamasi, atmani bhavaya. You pick up these words, which doesn't remind you of your house or car or your childhood or youth. It reminds you of yourself. That's something which is beyond caste, creed, sex, race, jati, niti, kula, gotra, name, form, nama, rupa. All these limitations that you have, your body has, your sense organs have. Understand, you have the body, and body has the limitations. Body doesn't feel limited. When you take yourself to the body, the limitation is dragged. You have your eyes, they have their limitation. You have your memories, and memories are limited in time and space. Whereas who you are, desha kala vishaya ativarti yat brahma, that which is beyond time, space and objectivity, available all times, all places, in and through all conditions. Tattvamasi, that indeed you are. To be that, you don't need to invoke a thought or an idea. It's like to be in silence. What should I speak? yourself what thoughts you need. You don't need anything, either a word or a thought, a perception or a memory. You are the awareness. Atmani bhavaya, be that in yourself. Om Sarva Vedanta Siddhante Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyam. Okay, now let's go to the verses, please. Verse number 91. Yes. Okay, read from 390, please. Tarangafena Brahmabudbudadi Sarvam Sarupena Jalam Yatha Tatha Chideva Deha Dyamahamantametad Sarvam Chidevaikarasam Vishuddham Sadevedam Sarvam Jagadabhagatam Vang Manasayo Sato Nyat Nastyeva Prakruti Parasimni Sthitavatah Pruthak Kim Rusnaya Kalasagata Kumbhadyavagatam Vadatyesha Vrante Tvamahamiti Maya Madiraya Sadevedam Sarvam Jagadabhagatam Bang Manasayo Sato Nyat Nastyeva Prakruti Parasimni Sthitavatah Pruthak Kim Rusnayaha Kalasa Ghata Kumbhadyavagatam Vadatyesha Vrantaha Tvamahamiti Maya Madiraya. Beautiful verses. I hope you have been going through these ideas. Today is a beautiful day. Lovely morning, nice rain, quiet dawn, except the noise of the music. But that you have to suffer today because it is a happy birthday for Ganesha. So, for you, happy birthday. If you celebrate Ganesha's happy birthday, the whole world will celebrate. Anyway, as I was sitting down in my room, in my room there are some dark glasses. Those glasses, where I can see from inside, but the birds can't see from outside. Today, a row of birds, they were all sitting down there. I went for my walk at 4:45 as usual, came back and finished little stretchings. As I was sitting down, I thought maybe let me look at little my email or something in case light is there. Then as I looked at it, see, whole range of birds near the that big window. I did not dare put on even the computer because light will come up, they will be disturbed. I said, forget it. I went and sat by the side of the window. We were just, how thick is the glass? Maybe 5 centimeters. That much away from the birds. Maina, there is a long-tailed one. 2, 3 varieties. They're all sitting. Because raining, no? So everybody. So sweet. And apart from these birds, at a distance near the sandalwood trees, there are other 2 birds. They are sitting on the branches. And the branches were swinging with the breeze. Just think, a beautiful idea. The bird who is sitting down on the branches is not afraid of the branches. Why? Because he doesn't trust or he doesn't find the strength on the branches, but he finds the strength in his wings. Very nicely somebody has sent me an email on that context, like a bird who is sitting down on a shaking branch doesn't trust the branch, but trusts his wings because he knows it can take off anytime it likes. The whole creation is a continuously changing, shaking tree of the universe. The branches are continuously changing and shaking. The tree of the universe is never steady. We are continuously aging, dying. Situations are continuously changing. Dinayaminyo sayam pratah shishiravasanto punarayatah. How beautifully Shankara says, Kala kridati gacchati ayu tadapina munjati ashavayu. So beautiful. Yadinayaminyo shayam pratah. Day passes, dina, yamini, night passes. Shayam pratah, dawn and the dusk, continuously changing. Shishira vasanto punarayatah, the summer, rain, winter, spring, continuously, alternatively passing and changing. Kala kridati, the time plays. Ayur gacchati, life ebbs out. So in this continuously shaking, changing universe, where no arrangement shall ever remain the same, we are like the birds. The birds, those who have found the strength in their wings, they shall be perching on these branches, but shall not be afraid of the shaking branches. Why? Because they trust their wings. You trust the strength in yourself. With somebody's strength, you are not strong. Then you are weak. Depending on your money, if you feel independent or strong, you shall be afraid of losing the money. Depending on your job, if you find the strength, you shall be afraid of losing the job. Because then you are fragile, you are useless. Depending on a house, depending on inanimate things, if you find strength, you are weak because anything can be taken away. Now, living this inanimate world, if you find a strength in somebody, in a person, a man, a woman, a child, or even God, where the God is a form with a name, a concept, that is exclusive gods. When you believe in those things, as much you feel threatened, when your son goes, husband goes, father goes, mother goes, brother goes, your relationship breaks down, that much you shall be afraid, you shall be frightened when somebody challenges your God, because he's far away. You find strength in that God, in that book. That is why such religions, theologies, they add to the insecurities. They don't make you secure. Understand? You are already insecure. There is greater insecurity in the name of God. Nothing can be more dangerous. Because you have to keep that God. You have to keep that tradition. You have to keep that book, that structure. Without which, your God is dead. You don't mind your God being dead, but you are affected because if that God goes away, if that God is falsified, if that book is falsified, you don't know what to do. Therefore, again and again, forcibly emphasize, you push that idea into other people because alone in that belief, you are so fragile. If more people believe, you shall feel comfortable because it's a lie. If you depend on something for your strength, you are weak. Or somebody, again, if you depend on somebody, again it is weakness. When I trust my wings, like the bird trusts its wings. It's not afraid of the shaking branches, because branches will shake. So when you find the strength in yourself as you are, then all these shaking, fragile relationships, world around, people, things, inevitably they shall disappear, but they leave behind no emptiness because you are full with yourself. Any moment you forget that fullness, that is the time you commit the mistakes of your life. You are angry, upset, you feel insecure, devastated, lonely, unwanted. Understand. The person is not happy with himself or herself. But the bird is sitting down there. Can't control the rain. Can he? Can any one of us control the rain? Anybody organize that early morning? In fact, when I got up at 4:30, the night before, Arunachal had told me, Swamiji, it rains, we will not go very quickly. I said, okay. So that is working in my head, 4:30. There is lightning, rain, no go. But I can't sleep because I'm so used to this walking now. If I don't go, I feel so uncomfortable. I said, get out. Went up and put my hand out, thinking it is raining. No rain. I said, nah, let me go. And he has already come and gone. Then I thought this brahmachari will be sleeping, Vishwa also, maybe giving holiday. Everybody chanting. I say, God, including Ann also sitting down on the backside today. I say, oh my God, everybody is up, let's go. So I started moving. We didn't organize the rain and did not rain until we finished walking and came back. We got into the room, rain comes. So shall we say we are the chosen ones of God? That after my walk is over, rain started. What about the other guys going around the hill? They will be totally, fully drenched. I don't have that ideas. You are not the favorite, it happens. When the rain starts coming, the bird did not cause it, but the bird sits down, relying on its wings, not afraid of the shaking branches. With branches will shake, rain will come. Life is like that. Changes will happen. From childhood until now, what all arrangements you have gone through. Look at your life. No arrangement has been permanent, and it shall not be permanent. In any arrangement, too many things are changing, but observe one thing. In every arrangement, you are constant. If there are 10 friends, maybe 5, 6 gone, old one gone, new one come, you are the constant in that group. Old age will come, you shall get the message, gone, 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 gone. Maybe you are alone. But in your body, now come back, your body is a group. Your childhood, your youth, your adult age. In all these changing group of the body, see that body itself is a group. You are constant. With your eyes, behind every sense organ, you are constant. In all the conditions of your body, you are constant. Throughout all your memories, again, you are constant. In every arrangement, you are constant. Like in every painting, space is constant. In every sound, including of those cuckoos and this noise from the microphone, loudspeaker, silence is constant. Can you consistently see that constancy in yourself? You are the only one who shall be absolutely true to yourself. Nobody else in this universe shall ever stand by at any time, because nobody can stand it. Body will pass. Your greatest companion is yourself, who you are. And your body gives you company for certain years of life. Just like the rain comes and goes away, winter comes and goes away, summer comes and goes away, spring comes and goes away. People also come and go. Father, mother, friends, brother, sister, husbands, wives, children, everybody will pass. Ultimately, body too will give way. The mistake that we commit is when we look for a continuous, constant companionship with the body or the sense organs or with the world, when they are continuously changing. So if you look at yourself through what you have, you shall be limited. If you want to impress people with the things that you have, again you will be disappointed. Why? Because what you have are so fragile. That is why people want money. Listen carefully. With money, you want to impress people, because money seems to be a little more lasting. Money doesn't grow old, body grows old. Are you getting that point, please? If you have money, wealth if you have. Are you getting that? If you have wealth at your disposal, you can impress people, because wealth doesn't grow old. With your body, you cannot impress people for long, because there is continuous competition. You are growing old, no? And whom you are trying to impress, that man or woman also is growing old. Everybody is growing old. That is why youth brigade takes over. Old people are dropping out of the nightclubs. Suppose you were a party animal 20 years back, let us say. You are a party animal. Every party is incomplete without you. No pub is complete without you. Now what happens? Yesterday I saw, really I was stunned, because I read the newspaper, I was coming, Hindu newspaper, 1st September, today is 3rd, 9th, 1st September. I knew a man who is a top business person in the Madras. They call him Steel King, because he has a huge, this shop. He's a Steel King in the market. Devarajulu passed away. Vishwanath. So many times I've sent him to bring nice vessels for ashram, and every time you go, you will not take you will give everything, but you will not write the bill. Go, Swami, go. Still king, very young, very strong, big boy. And he started a nice engineering college 5-10 years back. He had invited me. Whomsoever by chance I send him for a placement also, he'll give it freely. Suddenly dead. 65, 60. Money, power, everything is there. What do you do? Nothing saves. It passes. And he is the one who was in every function. As I was with the mission organization, he was also a nice person. Every meeting is there. Now what happens? Around whom the whole organization moves, where are they? And where shall we be? That is why this whole arrangement, earlier you appreciate the better. In the whole arrangement, everybody is getting little pushed around, pushed around. In your life's arrangement, you seem to be constant. Others are passing phenomenon. So many people have crossed your path. And they shall be continuing to cross. Then your body too shall pass. But in all these things, you are constant. Consciousness that you are. And that is what he is telling now. Beautiful. Sadevedam sarvam jagadabhagatam vang manasayoho sato nyat nastyeva prakriti simni sthitavatah. Shankara is, I tell you as I told you, I can't be enough grateful. There is no enough gratitude. He is amazing. See, somebody understands one thing is better. But when somebody is capable of expressing it, what a blessing. What a blessing. Trying to express the inexpressible. Trying to describe the indescribable. I mean, it's God's grace. How he... Sadevedam sarvam. Idam sarvam sadeva. Whatever you see in this whole universe is nothing but this Sat, pure consciousness. Like before that, the verse before where he had given the example, Phena, Budbuda, Urmi, whether it is foam, bubbles, waves, ocean, Taranga, Samudra. Everything is nothing but water. Same thing in this creation. There is a body, thought, whole physical existence is nothing but the consciousness. To see that everywhere, you must see it in yourself. To say that the truth of this table, this chair, this man, this woman, this creation is nothing but consciousness, first I must see the consciousness, the truth in myself. If I see that I started with this physical body, this idea as though I am the body, but in reality who I am is pure awareness, the same thing you shall see everywhere. Yesterday I was telling you an example. The person in Hyderabad asked me a question. Swamiji, how to see God in everything? You can see God in everything only if you see God in yourself. You can see the truth in everything if you see the truth in yourself. Like this weather. If your body is sick, if your body is sick, fever, pain, disease, the best of the weather you cannot enjoy because you are sick. So you shall suffer the sickness. Gentle spring breeze, very cold. Little warm breeze, I cannot take it. But if you are strong, healthy, everywhere you enjoy whatever weather comes. When you are in a healthy mood, healthy body, rain, summer, winter, doesn't make any difference. Everything you can brave. Just like that, mind also. When your mind is sick, angry, hurt, jealous, tired, exhausted, miserable, despondent, pain, confusion, how do you feel? You think the whole world is confused like that. Anybody's approach to you will be miserable. Because whoever comes across, just like a person who has got fever in the body, even the gentle spring breeze also is uncomfortable. It brings shivering in the body because the person is sick. Person is healthy, the hot wind also makes no difference. When mentally you are happy with yourself, you are with yourself. It doesn't matter what happens to the world. You remain absolutely steady at all times, all places, all conditions. You want to see happiness everywhere? You see happiness in yourself. You see the truth everywhere? You see the truth in yourself. You want to love everybody? You better love yourself. You want to be free at all times? Find the freedom in yourself. By the language of happiness, love, freedom, God, truth. It doesn't matter. Everything is one and the same. When you are not in touch with yourself, you cannot be in touch with the whole universe. Understand? When you don't find that rest in yourself, when you are not in touch with yourself, a single thought will upset you. Understand? It's like losing the whole space and riding a cloud. You shall be so lonely. Imagine. Losing the whole space and you are climbing by a cloud. Losing the whole consciousness, climbing a thought. Suppose one thought you are obsessed with. It can be anything. Infatuation, anger, hatred, jealousy, kindness, anything. You feel frightened all the time. When you are one with the consciousness, all pervasive. Sadevedam sarvam jagadavagatam vang manashayo avagatam jagad sarvam sadeva. This jagat means, that word jagat also is beautiful in Sanskrit. Jagat means jayate, which is born, ja, ga, gacchati, that which goes, jayate, born, gacchati, goes, takarant, tishtati, iba, in between as though existing. What a language, jagat, jayate, gacchati, tishtati, iba. That word itself explains. Jagat, if you say Sanskrit, Jagat, universe. Universe means nothing. But in Jagat, the three letters mean Jayate, which is born, Ja, that which is born. In this creation, everything is continuously being born. Jayate, Gachati. Born and steady? No. Born and Gachati, moves, changes. In between, Tishtati Iva. For some time, it is flashing like a lightning. Jayate, Gachati, Tishtati Iva. Born, going, as though existing. Jagat. And this is perceived by Bang Manasayoho, by your vak, organ of speech. You describe it, Manasayoho. Your mind catches it. Sense organs, vakna, two sense organs. Two vakna, organ of speech. The tongue has got dual function. It is an organ of action because you speak. It is a sense organ because you taste. That is why tongue is the most powerful entity. I told you. The tongue has got dual function. It tastes, also lashing out at people or nice things, talking to people, both ways. So it stands for all the sense organs, organs of action. So the creation that you perceive with your sense organs, where you express yourself through organs of action, and the mind, where all the thoughts you have picked up from childhood until now, all these things, sarvam, jagad, avagatam, whatever you know, whatever is there in your memory is nothing but Sadeva, pure consciousness. That is yourself. Who you are is the content of all your memories and the entire perceived universe. Sataha anyat nasti eva. Sataha anyat nasti. There is nothing other than the Sat, the existence. Other things you cannot prove that they exist. Because by the time you say it is gone. You understand the creation? You understand the creation? What is the language they say? Drushta nashta svabhava. Drushta nashta svabhava. As even you are looking at it, it is disappearing. Like a cloud. Have you seen that? Very nicely in Kathopanishad. We will see Kathopanishad after this is over. Kathopanishad where he says, like the clouds. Gandharva Nagaravati, the city of celestials. When you look up in the cloud, you will see different formations. As a child, there's a nice tiger. Now the tail is gone. Oh, it's a very beautiful elephant. Now the face is gone. Now the trunk has disappeared. Just think of it. As you are looking at it, is going away. Same thing happens in this world also. As you are looking at it, wrinkles. I was looking at the baby, suddenly grown, 10-year-old. Looking at the 10-year-old, oh, big boy and big girl, 20, 25. Then 30, 35. Then tooth is gone. 55, 60, 70. Then, lying down always. There is a very nice riddle in childhood they were asking. What is that animal which first walks in 4 legs, next walks in 2 legs, and lastly walks on 3 legs? What is that animal? Only human being. Because walk on 4 as a baby, then get up on 2, then old age, the 3rd leg you have the stick hanging around. What happened to you? Drushta nashta svabhava. Just now I saw, that is what it is. Sataha anyat nasti eva. The content of every one of the changing things is a changeless reality. That's why body passes. Yourself, the awareness, always existing. Ajo nitya saswatayam purana nahanyate hanyamane sarire. Hey Arjuna, who you are, ajaha, unborn, nitya, eternal, shashwata, ever existing, sarire hanyamane sati na hanyate. Even when the body is destroyed, it is indestructible. The self, the awareness that you are. And that indeed, there is nothing other than it. Prakriti simni eva sthitabataha. Prakriti simni maya upari sthitabataha. That which is beyond the ignorance. It tops the maya, the ignorance, meaning in its presence, ignorance manifests or celebrates. It is always there, which is untouched by the ignorance. And that's something just like Pruthak Kimrusnaya Kalasa Ghata Kumbhadya Bhagatam. Ghata, Kumbha, Kalasa. A pot, a holy pot, a mud pot, this pot, that pot, I mean a type of water pot or the storing pot. Whatever pots you see, Mrutsayaha Pruthak Kim. Is it different from the clay? Only forms are varied. Clay is same. Same way. Body, thoughts, creation. All these things are apparently divided. In this, there is one indivisible consciousness. There is nothing other than it. Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu vibhaktam ivacha sthitam. Bhagavad Gita, it will come. Hey Arjuna, this reality, abhibhaktam cha bhuteshu, in and through all the beings, indivisible it is. Vibhaktam ivacha sthitam, existing as though divided, like space. Space is indivisible expanse. Existing as though divided, room space, cot space, table space, car space, mountain space, planet space, galaxy space. But space is space, undivided. Same way, consciousness is same. I is same. I am the body, I am the sense organ, I am the thought, I this, I that. The same I. The meaning of it is the content of everything. Just like the clay as the content of everything. Bhadatyesha Vranta Tvam Ahamiti. Vranta, the one is deluded one, Vadati, he says what? Tvam Aham, you, I, and you are different, I am different, that is different, this is different. For the differences to take the differences to be real, you must be Vranta. Vranta means what? Nuts, poo. You are mad to see the differences. Tvam aham. So, imagine the religious theologies which say, you are different, I am different. What a dangerous thing. The divisions that are apparent, if you establish it as a real, how dangerous it can be. Like the misunderstanding, which is a misunderstanding, if you take that misunderstanding to be real, how nice it is. In a life, if a misunderstanding is accepted as a real, what happens to you? A misunderstanding should be knocked out, not be confirmed. Differences, divisions are not to be confirmed. It must be knocked out. Because divisions are apparent, in reality, indivisible consciousness. Bhranta vadati, the deluded one speaks. Why? Maya madiraya, inebriated by the wine of ignorance. Maya madira. Madira means wine, alcohol. 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 Drunk, inebriated by this drink of ignorance, the person speaks of division. In reality, one indivisible consciousness, divisions are to be used in life, but indivisibility should not be forgotten. Braviti dvaitarahityam mithyadhyasa nivruttaye kriya samabhiharena yatnyaditi srutihi braviti dvaitarahityam mithyadhyasa nivruttaye. He said, what I have been describing, he tells the student, kriya samabhiharena. Kriya samabhihara means pauna punyena, again and again. Kriya samabhihara means pauna punyena, again and again. Yatra nanyaditi srutihi, the sruti, mother sruti. That how nice, the Upanishads are known as the mummy, mother. That language of mother, mother Prithvi. See, anything that is tender and helps you to be blessed, we immediately make it feminine, mother. Prithvi, Mata, the mother earth. Mother Sruti, Go Mata, the mother cow. Why, whatever sustains you, that mother image comes up. It's so beautiful. Anyway, so Sruti What does he say? Nanyat yatra nanyat srunoti, nanyat pashyati, nanyat vijanati. There where you don't see anything, don't hear anything, don't taste anything, don't touch anything, no smell anything, that is yourself. Again and again, kriya samaviharena, pauna punyena, again and again, the Shruti establishes it. Why? We don't need a scripture to establish duality. Are you getting that point, please? We don't need a scripture. We don't need a teacher. We don't need a tradition to establish the duality and division. Because duality and divisions, they are self-evident. Are you getting that? Self-evident. I know I am different from everybody. You are different from the tree is different from the cow is different from the animal, squirrel is different from the star and planet. What is the secret you are talking? Huh? Divisions are self-evident. Duality is self-evident. If at all the teacher should say something, if at all the scripture should say something, what should they say? The non-differentiated oneness, indivisibility, pure consciousness. And that is what Mother Shruti again and again says that. Why does you say again and again? Why one time you cannot understand? Yes, one time you can understand if your intelligence, your buddhi is matured. If you are an immature person, you will not understand it. Why? Because you are lost in sensations. Divisions brings you sensation. Listen carefully. Happiness is not a sensation. Comfort is a sensation. You listen to some nice music, beautiful sensation, and what do you say? Oh, it is so nice, I am so happy. Yes, when the sound is, somebody takes away the recorder, gone. Or the music is gone. Then your misery begins. Why? Because it's a sensation. Are you getting that point, please? You must see that clearly. In a duality, in division, people are overwhelmed by that because it's a powerful sensation in it. You listen to something, very powerful sensation. Then you see something, that also is very powerful. Oh, beautiful sunrise, lovely rainbow, so nice. Oh, I see the beautiful, my mommy, my papa, or my friend, my brother, my lover, beloved. Nonsense. You see that? Oh, see. Gone. Right. Then the smell, another beautiful sensation. As I was coming in, I touched that rose, so fresh. I shake it up a little, that water fell on my hand. Oh, beautiful sensation. Suppose I am stuck on that, lovely rose. Why go and sit down in the class? Boy. Everybody in trouble. Nice, lovely sensation. That's enough. Come back. That's okay. So these sensations, as I told you, these are matra, from a distance. Two sensations. Touch. You touch something or somebody, nothing like it. Because other things when you can experience from a distance, touch and taste has to be intimate. To touch, your hand must touch the hand. From a distance you can touch the flower. I am touching the flower. Touch the moon. Can you say that? Touch the pillar. No. No sensation. Touch the person. Then you will touch everybody and everything. No. No. Touching means coming in touch. Sparsha. Tasting means not from a distance. Tongue. It must be placed on your tongue. That is why food and sex drive you crazy. Are you getting that? Two things drive you insane. mad because sensations are absolutely strong. Happiness is not a sensation. So as long as you are equating a sensation with happiness, how will you feel in life? Empty, miserable. That is why if religion becomes a sensation, what is that? We sing 1 hour every day. We dance together, we hold each other, we hug each other, and we singing the music, this song, everybody together, beautiful music, veena, mridangam, organs, and all that stuff. Yeah, nice. So, what does the religion try to do? Provide the senses. Nowadays, some people in Western country, there is a rock and roll devotion song. Rock and roll with God. Rock with God. But our some of the Hindu monks, monks, they have gone one step further. You don't, I hug you. You don't have to rock and roll. You come and I'll hug you. Wonderful. I'll touch you. Tell him I love you. Oh boy. Sensations, whether you sail in the name of secular pleasure or religious excitement, sensation or sensation. Happiness is not a sensation. Yourself is not a sensation. That is why Mother Shruti so many times says there is nothing other than yourself. Yatra na kinchit srunoti, na kinchit pashyati, na kinchit vijanati. There is na anyat srunoti, na anyat vijanati, na anyat sprushati. There is nothing other than, you don't touch anything other than yourself, see anything other than yourself. Whatever you see, hear, touch, taste, smell, in and through that, only you are there. Iti pauna punyena, again and again it talks, because in your head, the sensation is like a rock sitting down there. It needs to be pulverized. That is why again and again it bang, 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 bang. You are an idiot, you are a stupid, you are a fool, you are fool, fool, madness, okay? French language, very nice word. I love that word, fool. You understand? Again and again. Not many people like even to listen to it. Why? Because their pleasure will be destroyed. You understand? Not many people will like to listen to this truth. Because by chance you listen to that, your whole world will collapse. You are not madly running after something. And you think you are at the end of it, the rainbow, you are going to find the golden pot. But I am already telling there is no golden pot, it is only mud. After the end of the rainbow, it is only mud. There is no golden pot, neither golden or pot, nothing. Oh, you are taking away the interest from my life. I am not taking away your interest. I want to take away your madness. You get out of the madness, listen carefully, get out of the madness, then look for whatever you are looking. I am happy with yourself. Some sensations are better than others. Going for that. Why? What else to do? Not they are excellent. They are excellent. Oof, you are a free man. Happy with yourself. That is why I am happy with myself. That is why this knowledge, today in this globalized society, this is the globalized religion. Where there is no caste, creed, sex, race, nothing. Who you are is absolute. What shall I eat? Don't ask me. What shall I put on? Why are you asking me? What should I worship? You decide. But you be yourself. You understand? There is no conversion. There is no conversion from this faith to that faith. There is a conversion from finite to infinite, if you can say. The infinity who was feeling itself to be finite is thrown back onto the source. You are infinity. Finite is finite. What a beauty. Time has come for this, you know that. Especially when you see these fighting in the name of religions. What a waste. And who dies? Poor people die. Just like big industrialist escapes. Workers die for their demand. Big religious leaders, they are sitting somewhere, they escape. Ordinary soldiers fighting. The defense minister in office, the general in the old place, other people die. Those days battle were better. The kings were in the front. So the kings will not fight until they are really convinced. But today, the political leaders can say, oh, fight. Why? He is in the back in the room. Fight. No problem. The religious leaders don't understand. That is because they are not religious. For I tell you, they are just professional religious people. Some people sell something, these people sell God, faith. That is why whole thing stinks. You can be very rich, but you are a heartless devil. What language you can use? Nothing. Anyway, be yourself. Nanyatiti sruti. Braviti dvaitarahityam mithyadhyasa nivruttaye. Mithyadhyasa nivruttaye. In order to get out of this mithyadhyasa, false imposition, where you have taken the sensation for happiness, where you have taken the living finite body as though shall live forever, where you think a relationship means it must last forever, when you think the money means it will be give me security forever. Again and again he says that, destroys it. Why? To get out of these false impositions, so he establishes Dvaita Rahityam, the absence of the duality. The duality is apparent. Oneness is real. Apparent duality for functioning in life. Understand? The duality is functional. Just like to describe the ocean, we say ocean, wave, foam, bubbles, to describe different things. But how many things you are describing? It is only water. How many things you are describing when you are describing only water in so many forms. So many different parts you are describing. You are telling bangle, nose ring, earring, toe ring, chain. How many things? You are telling so many things. How many gold? Hemavat swayam avikriyam sada. Remember? Hemavat, like a gold. Sada avikriya. Eternally unchangeable. The shape of the ornaments change. The same gold. You give the chain, can you make it a bangle? You give the bangle, can you make a chain? You take the chain, can you make a earring? Gold is same. Shapes vary. Consciousness is same. Thoughts vary, perceptions vary. Iti, understand that. Having told this, now continues the next day. Further you say. Akasavat nirmala nirvikalpam Nishima nispandana nirvikaram Antarvahi shunyamananyamadvayam Swayam parabrahma kimasti bodhyam Akasavat nirmala nirvikalpam Nishima nishyandana nirvikaram Antarvahi shunyamananyamadvayam Swayam Parabrahma Kimasti Bodhyam. Ah, it's so beautiful that language he uses, so cute that language. He says, this is something about yourself which is Akasavat. Akasavat, like the space. Akasavat, like the space. How it is? Nirmalam. Akasa, the space, is always pure, nirmala. Always clear. You say environmental pollution, air pollution. You don't say space pollution. Space is never polluted. Pollutions will float in space. But the space cannot be polluted. Water can be polluted. Air can be polluted because they have got forms. Anything that has a forms can be polluted. Anything that has a form can be polluted. Space cannot be polluted. Body can be destroyed. Body is growing, changing, aging, dying. Same thing sense organs, same thing thoughts, changing, aging, dying. Consciousness yourself cannot be touched. Nirmalam. It shall accommodate all the changes. Itself changeless. Shall accommodate all the impurities. If you call the death as disasters, changes as inauspicious, it shall accommodate everything. But itself changeless. Nirmalam, nirvikalpam, vikalparahitam, free from modification. There is no modification of any kind. Akasa, Chaitanya consciousness, now yourself, the space of consciousness, Chidakasa, consciousness that you are, no modification. See how sweet it is? Body will change. So you cannot resist the change of the body. Cannot resist the death of the body. Keep it alive as long as you, keeping it. To keep it alive as long as you want, you have to maintain it. You can't neglect, you can't overeat, you cannot drink poison and say body should be alive. No. Keeping the body alive is a struggle because maintaining the mortality is a struggle. Immortality, maintenance free. That is so sweet. Happiness, maintenance free. Sensation, maintenance needed. You want to have a sensation? Maintenance needed. You want to listen to music? Yes. You better maintain your ear. Maintenance needed. Because suppose ear is, now my right ear I cannot hear. So only left hand. So maintenance free. So I can't hear. So people say, oh Swamiji, there's jackal. In Ayurveda they went to the jungle. Our ashram is there. Oh Swami, because I always love this sound of the jackals. Oh Swamiji, it is distant jackal. I say, where? I can't hear. I will never have that sensation of hearing because this has to be maintained. If the ear is not maintained, what do you do? Therefore don't say I am Brahman. Yes, you may be Brahman, but you will not have the sound if you don't have the ears. So for listening to the sound, you must maintain your ear. Any sensation, you want a physical touch sensation? Maintain your body. Please. You want touch sensation? You have to maintain your body. I have got patches of, different patches all over my body. You can't touch it, nobody will touch it. Don't worry. Very good, but diabetic, so body doesn't respond. Sexually dysfunctional. Obese, overweight, old, dilapidated, out. What sensation can you enjoy? think. Gone. Gone. Because it needs maintenance. Body needs maintenance. Sight. Eyes need maintenance. You don't go to the eye doctor. What is that? What is that? Cataract. Cataract comes in. Or you see two moon, two sun. Like one fellow goes to the doctor. And he said, doctor, he says, I see everywhere, always I see two things. Doctor says, which one of you? He may be eye doctor, but eye doctor's eyes also are prone to cataract. You may be cardiac surgeon, but your cardiac surgeon's cardiac arrest also will take place. You can't handle. Can you operate on your own heart? Try. The greatest surgeon can't operate on himself. You need to have maintenance. No choice. Tongue is so thick. Anything you put, you cannot feel. You need Archaeological Survey of India to dig and to find your real tongue. Because you have been eating pan, betel nut chewing, only this thick the tongue is. So you need that Archaeological Survey. They have to dig and find their real tongue. Right? Nose. Some fellows' nose gone. They can't smell. I should not tell the name of the person. Then we'll make a joke of him. The person is there. I know him. His nose is gone. Rose, it's beautiful. What, Swami? There is no fragrance. I say, yeah, that's true. There is no fragrance. Don't worry. Why should I talk? Now, please understand. For sensation, you need to maintain. Why today, around the world, people are so crazy? Because they have equated sensation with happiness. So until they die, they must have sensation. Therefore, they don't go to exercise class for keeping them alive. That also comes, but also to have sensation. 2 kilometers more running. Why? So I can eat the chicken, one more chicken. Go a little run, so that 1 pound of chocolate, 1 little more pizza, physically fit. That is why people go crazy. People are not interested in self-knowledge. Why? Mind. In mind there is no sensation. People are interested in exercise classes. Why? Because body should be fit. But at least hunting for sensation, one day the fellow will look for happiness. Why? Even after getting the highest of the sensations, still there is emptiness. Oh my God. Cannot connect to the sense organ all the time, no? Sounds of the sparsha. That is why beautiful Gita says, Ehi sasparshaja bhoga dukkha yona yavate. Hey Arjuna, those sensations born of sasparshaja bhoga, bhoga, sensations, indulgence, born because of the connecting of the sense organ with the sense object, dukkha yoni, of sorrow. Why? Adyantavanda kaunteya. They begin, they end. You connect, you disconnect. Music will stop. Touch will go away. Taste goes away, disappears. Smell disappears. Sight goes away. Or eyes goes away. Either sight go or eyes go. Object go or your skin, your body becomes useless. Sound goes or you are deaf. Taste is not available or your tongue is incapable. Perfumes are not available or your nose is useless. Either of the way it will happen. So people are frightened. What is happiness? Maintenance free. How old are you? 230. So, happy? Yeah. But your leg and hand, everything is curled into one like a, what is that? Yo. When you are 200-year-old, your body will not be straight. Your body will be yo. Like a snail. Yes. Happy? Oh yeah. But you are blind. Yeah. What is blindness to do with happiness? Blindness has something to do with the perception, not with happiness. Maintenance free. Your body cannot respond. What are you happy about? I am happiness itself. What can I do? Body is body. What can I do? Nirvikalpam. Nishima nispandana nirvikaram. Like a space. Always remains unaffected. Maintenance free. Nishima, no sima. Limitless. Nishima. No limits. Waking, dream, deep sleep. The space here is not available in dream or deep sleep. Whereas space of consciousness in waking, dream, deep sleep, in and through everything. In it, no waking, no dream, no sleep. Nispandanam, no spandana vihinam, nispanda, spanda. Spandana means throbbing. There is no movement of any kind. Nirvikara, no modifications. So when you are troubled in life, ask yourself, are you troubled because you don't find yourself or you don't find sensation? Huh? Ask yourself the question. Come on. That is the $1 million question, no? So if you are troubled in life, are you looking for yourself or are you looking for a sensation? Are you not finding yourself or not finding a sensation? People are miserable because they don't find a sensation. Understand? When you are lonely, you don't find a companion. When you are alone, company is not needed. They say there is a difference between loneliness and aloneness. When you are one with yourself, you are at once one with the whole universe. Consciousness here, there, everywhere. In loneliness, company is needed. In aloneness, nothing is needed. So ask yourself, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a sensation or you are looking for happiness? If you are looking for a sensation, you have to pay a lot of price. Because sensations don't come free. Why? Two types of sensation. Sensation which comes from non-living thing, easily derived. Sensations which come from living things depends on what type of living things you want, not easily or not easily available. Like, suppose you want a sensation from a non-living thing. You want the best sweet, pay and purchase. You want best music, hire the musician. Get him. Send your plane, push the fellow inside, bring him, give him enough money. He will sing in your bathroom and go. Don't worry. Any artist can be purchased. Get them? Anybody. You want to taste something? Smell a particular perfume? Spend the money. Touch something? But that when it comes, touching somebody, understand, sensation, touch sensation, anything can be available, but a particular sensation. This dog you can purchase, if it is available in the market. But this particular human being, महंगा पड़ जाता है, becomes very expensive. That is why there is a competition in the market, no? Have you seen the star marriages? Star means not star. Star means that meteor marriages. Stars, but sometimes, stars are always bright. Meteors are sometimes bright only. The meteor marriages. Movie Meteors. You know movie Meteors. What happens? Most beautiful girl, highest price. Handsome man, price. How much you have to pay for? Oh boy. Think of it. So much price you have to pay for. Birthday, one plane or one diamond mine. Some nonsense. For happiness, what should you pay? How much you should pay for your happiness? The trouble is, the whole world is so extroverted, nobody wants to be happy with himself. Because your happiness with yourself, you cannot show off. But happiness with a Ferrari, you can show off. Happiness with yourself, you cannot show off. Unless the other person is subtle. Oh man, this fellow is so independent. It doesn't depend on anybody. Sit down under a tree also happy. Any corner is happy. Anywhere is happy. Any food is happy. Everything is always very comfortable. Only perceptible people can find it out. A person is so simple. Simply hanging around anywhere, anytime, all places is fine. So comfortable. The people who are looking for exclusive things, they cannot recognize it also. They think this fellow is an idiot, doesn't know what to do, therefore sitting in a corner. Because they are looking for special places. So they think these people have dropped out of life's race because they are sitting in a corner also only. They don't know, they don't want to join your race. You get it, why not? We are watching you running. Olympic, no? Like Sardar asking. Sardar asked one day, why so many people are running? He said, because they are competing. Yes, why? Because one man will win the gold. He said, one man is going to win the gold. Why so many are running? If only one fellow will just give him the gold. Why so many people are running? Correct. It may sound very silly, but imagine. Artificial competition. Have you competed? Run ahead of everybody in your mind? I'm not saying that people should not run. Please run. If you feel like, do it. The richest man. I want to be the richest man in the world. Have you ever asked, right, I'm the happiest man in the world? You can't. Do you know why? In happiness, there is no comparison. There is no comparative, superlative degrees. There is no happy, happier, happiest. That's a useless language in English. Ananda na ananda. There is no ananda, ananda tara, ananda tama. Appadi, that expression illa in Sanskrit. Because ananda, ananda. Happiness, happiness. That is ananda tara. You understand how crazy it sounds? Because there is no comparison. There is no comparison. Happiness, no happiness. Truth, no truth. To put it in English, it becomes difficult. Happiest, who is the happiest man in the world? You know, the happiest. Happy, happier, happiest, all the three one and the same. Visual happiness. There is no happier, happiest, no comparative, no superlative. Everybody is same. That's why there is no show off. In a world where you are used to showing off, happiness stands no chance. So what is stands chance? This type of funny religious practices. I have seen red light, green light, yellow light. Oh, I have seen rainbow. Are you getting that? I levitated 1 foot. This fellow levitated 10 foot. Somebody touched my toe, I got the knowledge. Somebody touched my top of my brain only. You understand? What nonsense. Sensations, comparisons. In happiness, there is no comparison. Nishima, nispandana, nirvikaram. Oh. Antarvahi shunyam anandamadvayam. Antarvahi shunyam. No anta, no vahi. There is no inside, outside. There is no concept of antasunyam, vahi shunyam, antar vahi shunyam. Meaning shunyam, there is antasunyam, vahi shunyam, different meaning. Antar vahi shunyam. It has no sense of inside, outside. It's all pervasive. Ananyam, anyana vidyate. There is nothing other than it. Ananya. Advayam, one without a second. Swayam parabrahma. Myself, absolute, all pervasive consciousness, all times, all places, all conditions available. Kimasti bodhyam, what is there to understand? Can you Underline that language, please. Just understand, underline that last line. Swayam Param Brahma. You yourself are the truth. Kimasti bodhyam. What is the bodhyam? Bodhyam means jnatavyam. What is there? To be known, to be understood, to be realized, to be seen, to be awakened to. It's all useless language. Swayamasti. You are truth. What are you waiting to understand? Whatever you try to understand, listen carefully, whatever you try to understand is other than yourself. Listen, whatever you try to understand is other than yourself. To understand something, you must try. To be something, listen carefully. To speak, you must try. To silent, listen, there is a huge difference now. Oof, this mind is... Please see. Yes, yes, yes. To speak, you must try. I said to be silent? No, wrong language. To speak, you must try. To be silent also, you have to try. Why? Something is pushing you to speak. To be the silence. Silent is opposed to talkative. So if you are talkative, it is difficult for you to be silent. Silence accommodates the talk and your struggle not to talk. Are you getting that point? So subtle. The silence accommodates your talk. Also your struggle not to talk. To be silence, what should you do? To think you must do something. To not to think also you must do something. That is why people struggle. When you say meditation means not to think, you are continuously struggling. To be conscious, what should you do? To think, you must have a thought. To not to think, you must dismiss all thought. To be conscious, kimasti bodhyam. What is there to understand? That's your being. Oh, you understand? It's like an atom bomb. It takes away. Can you get that point? It takes away your all wrong concepts. Kimasti bodhyam. What is that? To be known. If it's bodhyam, it won't be permanent. If it is known, anything known, seen, perceived, goes away. If a self is known like an object, also go away. It is not something to be known. It is knowledge itself. Listen. I told you already once, again I am repeating it. Use that word. Are you experiencing the flower? Now say yes or no. Are you experiencing the flower? Yes. When I say I am experiencing, there are so many levels of experience. Are you seeing the flower? So you are experiencing the seeing? Are you experiencing the seeing? Yes. Are you experiencing the touching? If I touch now, I am experiencing, but you can tell yes as though you are also touching. Okay? Are you experiencing? You can experience. Okay, all right. Are you experiencing the mosquito? Get off. Okay. Anyway. All right, think. You are experiencing the touching. Experiencing the touching. Experiencing the smelling. You can experience smelling. Okay? Experience, you can experience seeing. You can experience touching. You can experience tasting. You can experience smelling. Okay? Now, suppose You don't want to, you close your eyes. If you close your eyes, can you experience seeing? Seeing the flower? You cannot experience seeing the flower, but you can experience not seeing the flower. That means experiencing continues. When you are seeing the flower, you are experiencing the seeing the flower, and when you are closing the eyes, you are experiencing not seeing the flower. Are you getting that point, please? You are touching the flower, you are experiencing touching the flower. When you take your hand, you are experiencing not touching the flower. So touch can be absent and present. Smell can be absent and present. Sight can be absent and present. But experiencing, can it be absent? That is being yourself. So it doesn't need any sense organs for that. Kimasti bodhyam, what is there to know? It's all the time experiencing, being yourself. You can experience your thought. Yes, there is no thought. You are not experiencing a thought, but you are experiencing that there is no thought. That experience, that is your anubhava. That is why don't say, I don't have experience. Experiencing is your anubhava swarupa. It is your nature. So there is no question of not experiencing it. Are you getting that point, please? Language, anubhava swarupatvat. That is why in English, experiencing something. Here it is anubhava swarupa. So you have to write big E. Big E you have to, that is the Indian English. Big E. And capital E. Because it is anubhava swarupa. The English, if you write the capital E in what is that? Computer, he shall cut it off in the middle of the sentence. What nonsense. How can there be capital E in the middle of the sentence? True, it speaks the English language. The computer is honest. You can forcibly put one capital E, but the computer language understands what people understand. So it's just nonsense. Red dot underneath. Anubhava surupatvat. You are the nature of experience itself. Kimasti bodhyam. What is there to get out? Ishwar. Having said, now he gets into the mood now. Listen to the music. Bhaktavyam kimu vadyatetra vahudam brahmaiva jiva swayam brahmaitat jagadatam nushakalam brahmaditiyam shruti brahmaivahamiti prabuddhamatayah santyaktvaya sphutam brahmi bhuya vasanti santata chidanandatmaneita dhruvam bhaktavyam kimu vidyatetra bahudha brahmaiva jiva swayam brahmaitat jagadatam nushakalam brahmaditiyam shrutihi brahmaivahamiti prabuddhamatayah santyaktvaya sphutam brahmi bhuya vasanti santata chidananda atmenaita dhruvam. Kimasti bodhyam. What is there to experience? What is there to be known? You are it, Brahmaiva Swayam. Brahmai Param Swayameva Swayam Parabrahma Sat Swayam Param Brahma. Kimasti bodhyam. You are the truth. What is there to see, hear, taste, touch? So to be yourself, you don't do anything. To experience something, listen, to experience something, you have to use the sense organ, bring the sense object. To experience, what should you do? Your being is experiencing. Wow, that is fantastic. To experience something, that object, something must be there. Then your sense organ must be there. Your body must be there. Report of the sensation must be there. But to experience, experiencing itself, what should you do? That is why, ask yourself, are you lost in sensation or experience? If you consider a sensation and experience, you shall miss those things. Why? Nothing to hear, nothing to touch, nothing to taste, nothing to see. What is this life? Most people are frustrated. Why? Nothing to hear, nothing to touch, nothing to taste, nothing. Why? Because no sensation. I have never tasted mango. Oh, so you should be dead, right? There are so many things you can't taste. So what if you don't taste it? I have never heard any music. I didn't hear any Arabian music. Never seen belly dancing. So, I've not smelled so many flowers. Nobody has smelled everything in life or tasted, touched all these things. So when you say, I've never smelled anything, what is that you miss? I've never smelled a particular perfume or a particular flower. Do you ever say, I've never smelled hydrogen sulfide? Will you miss hydrogen sulfide? No. What do they call about the stink of the, that drainage? Never smelled. Oh, come, we have got a tour now. Will you like to go? No, the fellow will not like to go. I've never seen the 5-star condos in Swiss Alps. But have you tasted the experience of the man in the Dharavi slum? Come, we have got a slum tour. How many people will come? No, so what is it you are telling you have not experienced? There are many things you have not experienced. You are selective in your experience. That is why, if you don't go crazy, who else will go crazy? Everything in life you can't see, hear, taste, or smell. You cannot. Nobody can do that. Nobody. So if you equate some experiencing something or experiencing a sensation as happiness, that is where the religious people go total nuts. 30 years I have been listening but no experience. True. You are nuts. People say there's a sunrise, sunlight, blue light, green light, yellow light, sensation going through the spine and with the sun path, moon path, starry night, starry sky inside the so many things they see. I have never seen anything. You understand how successfully you can be deluded to believe that you must experience something to be enlightened. Experiencing something is a sensation. You being the experience, anubhava swarupa, in English, you can't express that. Anubhava swarupa, that's your nature. Understand? When you see that, that's what he says. In this bhaktavyam kimu vidyate bahuna. So beautiful. Bhaktavyam kimu vidyate. What is there to talk? See the language, how beautiful it is. Bhaktavyam kimu. Indeed, what am I to talk? To say what am I to talk, he is talking so much. Just see that? This is what known as the ecstasy. What is there to say? It is so beautifully, so fantastic. I don't know what, so many things he has told already. This is known as the ecstasy. What is there to say? It is so beautiful. Tongue-tied. Tongue-tied you are talking, huh? You understand? This is what exactly the insanity of the wisdom. Such a beautiful insanity. You know you cannot talk, but you talk. You know you cannot discuss, but you discuss. You know you cannot describe, but you describe. What is there to talk? Why? Brahmaiva jiva swayam. Jiva swayam brahmaiva. The jiva, the individual himself is Brahman, all pervasive. The person who at this moment expressing himself with a limited body, in fact, is the bodiless awareness, all pervasiveness. Body has not tied him down, body has not brought him down from limitless to limitation. Ignorance, not knowing about himself. Therefore, body cannot be made limitless. So don't try to make the body immortal. Not try to equate his exotic sensation with the immortality, all pervasiveness. Understand? Jiva, Brahmaiva, Jiva Swayam. Jiva himself is the Brahman, the Absolute. And not only that, Brahmairetat Jagad Atatam Vyaptam Atatam Tatam Vyaptam Jagad Atatam Brahmaiva. The whole Jagat, the whole universe, the creation, existence that is born, is as though existing, is pervaded by same consciousness. Brahma Ditiyam Sruti. Brahmaiva Advaitiya Brahma. Sadeva Samya Idamakrasit Ekameva Advaitiyam Brahma. The teacher tells the student, Samya, O handsome one, Sadeva Idamagrasit, Sadeva Asit. There only one truth alone was, is, shall be. Ekameva Advaitiya Brahma, one without a second. Everybody is that. Nobody stands apart. In your life, anytime you are confused, you are losing sight of yourself. Ask yourself in life, are you looking for happiness or sensation? Are you looking for security or some type of a funny idea of security? Understand? Brahmevahamiti prabuddha mataya. Prabuddha mataya, mataya prabuddha. Mind which is awakened, prabuddha, awakened unto one's own self, meaning one who sees the truth for himself, Brahmaiva amiti, aham Brahmaiva, I, consciousness, all one and the same. Santyakta bhaya sputam brahmi bhuya vashanti, they exist, brahmi bhuya, being one with the Brahman, the Absolute, they exist. Santyakta bhaya sputam, completely independent of the external sense-object universe. Thereafter, the body is kept alive. He keeps the body alive, lives in this world, uses, sees, hear, taste, touch, smell for the functioning of the body, experiencing everything in this universe, but no more looking for stability, looking for happiness, looking for immortality, looking for security. Happy with himself. Understand? If you say Santyakta, completely renouncing, Sputam Bhaya, the clear external universe. The external universe is so clear, he gives it up. External universe need to be given up. Understand the statement. You cannot give up something which is already given up. Is it yours? What you can give up is what you are holding on to. Are you getting that? What you can give up is what you are holding on to. World is always away from you. Which man is yours? Come on. Which woman is yours? Your own body is not yours. It is going to cheat you and go. Which man is yours? Which woman is yours? Already out. What is the question of giving up? I want to give up that man. Unless you are holding on to the man, how can you give it up? I want to give up that habit. Unless you are holding on to the cigarette, how can you give it up? So, if you are holding on to it, whose mistake is it? Yours or cigarettes? Huh? To give up something, who is holding on to? Ask yourself a question. Who is holding on? Very difficult to give up. That means what? You don't want to give up. When you don't like it, you give up just like that. Suppose there is just think of a relationship, in a man-woman relationship. You are a friend with somebody. You don't like somebody. When they disappear, you don't even think twice. Do you think twice? Suppose you don't like somebody. That woman ran away. Or that man ran away. Will you think twice? What is it? Relief. Good. Now when you like somebody, now what do you say? Very difficult to give up. Why difficult to give up? That time it was not. Why this is now? So if it's difficult to give up, because you are precious or the thing is precious. Understand? From the other person's standpoint, you are dirt. So the person ran away. You never felt anything. But when you are holding on to something, you find it difficult to give up. Please understand. Why can't you drop a bottle? Because you are holding on to. Why can't you drop any security? Because you are holding on to. But when you don't hold on, is it difficult to drop? Because it's already dropped. That is why holding on to is a problem. Dropping is not a problem. Remember that. Drop. One. Right. Drop. 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 Difficult. Difficult. What is difficult? Difficult to drop. Are you attempting to drop? Can you say, I am attempting but it's not going? You are attempting to drop or you are attempting to hold on? Do you struggle to drop or you struggle to hold on? Should you put forth effort to hold on or you should put forth effort to drop? To drop, what should you do? Just be, because in your hand there is nothing until the hand grabs. Are you getting that? Until your hand grabs, there is nothing in the hand to drop. Until your mind grabs, there is nothing in the mind to drop. So if you are finding it difficult to drop, what does it mean? You are holding on. The object is always santyakta vaya sputam. Baya, all the things, baya, santyakta, eternally renounced, because they are never yours. That is why there is in Hindi, there is a beautiful statement, when you lose something in life, don't grieve. Why? Kya laya tha jo kho diya? What is that you brought that you lost? Everything is here. What is that you brought that you lost? It's already gone. So, when you see these, Brahmi bhuya vasanti santata, being one with the abide, Chidananda atma etad dhruvam nishchitam, the Chidananda atma etad aham pure chit atma chidatma, I am the consciousness, iti Brahmi bhuya, being one with that, vasanti, they dwell in life, and thereafter holding, dropping is the game of life. Something you hold, knowing that you can't hold, you hold it for some time. Knowing it is eternally dropped, you try to hold it for some time. And it goes, doesn't exist. Life becomes fantastic game in life. Are you getting that point, please? So, be that. Close your eyes, please.